I could do popcorn, but I don't really want popcorn. I want to munch on something angrily because of this fucking show.
This is one of my favorite places that we visit. Like, I really like the setting of Whiskey Peak. That detail of all the cactus needles are tombstones, I thought was really awesome. I wish we were here longer.
It's so short. This is tiny.
Yeah, this is tiny, but it's good for what it is. I can't deny that. There's a lot that happens.
It felt like, I think this is only a couple episodes, and it was packed. This was a very heavy information set of episodes.
So there was a plethora of characters that were introduced in this arc. I mean, a good portion of them are not important, but like the ones that are important, what did you think?
Okay, so I have two that are my favorite, and I am going to briefly mention because I did enjoy the reveal of a few characters. The reveal of Miss Wednesday from the previous arc being Princess Vivi of Arabasta. I liked learning about Baroque works and the largeness of it. I also liked seeing Princess Vivi being an infiltrator within that system and very high up in that system.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think I said in the previous arc, I was just like, I don't really fucking care about Miss Wednesday. And I was like, you know what? I don't care about Miss Wednesday. I do care about Vivi. Vivi's pretty cool. And that's how I'm going to distinguish that. I will say that Vivi's mount, Karoo.
I love Karoo.
I promise y'all I don't like every single animal character that comes up, but so far I can't prove anything besides that. Karoo is excellent. And Miss All Sunday.
Ooh.
She's only...
Ooh.
God damn! Like, she can stick around. I'd love to see her in upcoming.
I fucking
art.
love Miss All Sunday.
Yes, her outfit's fucking fab to begin with, but also like, so she's so cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's waiting for them at the end of this arc and being just like, yeah, I know you want to go to this place, so here's the thing that can do that. And then, in typical Luffy fashion of, you know, not going necessarily where he's told to go. And I don't mean that in he's being like petulant, but it's more of a, you don't call the shots. This is my crew and we're doing this way. And we're going to make it to Alabasta, but we're going to do it without your help. Yes. So Vivi, Miss All Sunday, and Karoo.
Oh, Miss All Sunday. Miss All Sunday.
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this is why we're lesbians.
I can fix her.
I don't need to.
I'm like, what, distracted now. What was my questions? All right, sorry. Let me just come out of my fucking coma. So we kind of like skipped ahead, but there is a lot of like really good story moments in here. Can you tell me about your favorite ones?
Okay, so we have the reveal of Vivi and of Miss Wednesday being Vivi and Mr. 8 being Igaram, who is, I guess, like her. Like, it basically makes sure that she is protected. In the end of this, it's a very thin line because it's a very comedic moment, and then it turns very much not into a comedic moment.
Wait, the Igaram dressing up part?
Yeah, Igaram dressing up as Princess Vivi as a decoy. Like, it got me because, like, it's so bad.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, we do end, and it was the only moment where I kind of almost cried in this arc. But Igaram does die from this very selfless act of making sure that Vivi and everybody can escape. Right.
Right.
And
it is a very like it's a heavy moment, but like I just can't stop thinking about him and his bad makeup and the terrible wig and the dress. Like
there's nothing else that's changed. Like, it is just Igaram in a dress with very much like
Igaram
drag makeup almost. Like,
yes, Igaram in drag is so
Yeah.
funny. I understand. It is a terrible thing. I was shocked. I think the first time I watched this, I saw that ship blow up and I was just like open mouth shocked, but like I couldn't be sad because like I think about it as just Igaram in bad drag.
Right. And for me, I'm thinking about Igaram in bad drag, and then we watched him blow up, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that was the reaction. There was silence, if not a choked little gasp from me, and you're cracking up on the other side of the mic.
I can't not laugh.
I get it. I totally get it. It's the reason it's one of my favorite moments until we get to it.
It kind of feels like watching the sinking of the Titanic, but instead of like My Heart Will Go On, it's like a really bad kazoo cover playing in the background, and I think that's why I laugh. It's that contrast between like how heavy the moment actually is, but then there's this overwhelming silly thing that's happening at the same time.
Exactly, 100%. And I think that's why One Piece does really well. The comedy is not just in lines that are said. We do see a lot of comedy within just how the characters interact and portray, and in this very, very campy drag moment.
Boom.
So, yeah. It really got me because I'm such a sucker for there's no way that you will win this fight, but you still stand there and fight.
Yeah.
So that way the others can escape. Like, God, it gets me, but also the dress,
The
the
dress.
dress and the makeup. He still has his very straight face the entire time. very solemn, just like, I will protect you, Princess Vivi.
And also just like
Well,
he looks like that, like normally out of drag, he still
Yes.
looks very silly, right? Like he looks like
He
some
does.
he looks like some weird Mozart character or something.
I kind of pictured the father from Elizabeth's father from Pirates of the Caribbean, that fucking wig.
Oh my god, you're right. Except Elizabeth's father didn't have guns and the hair curls coming out.
No, 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 no. Well, we each have our own little quirk, but silly, sad, and that's what happens. Yes. Yeah.
This was a pretty big arc for, well, not really big, but big in the sense of like there was a lot of focus on Zoro this arc, and it wasn't for like any character building or anything. It was just for the fact that dude was awake and he fought off the entire town.
He fought off the entire town. He then gets help from Luffy to. They don't even really know that they're fighting these fucks for a minute. And by these fucks I mean specifically Mr. Five and Miss Valentine.
Right, because Luffy's just like, huh, what's going on? Zoro,
He just
don't
woke
hit
up.
those people, and like immediately starts railing into Zoro,
Running.
right?
Yeah.
And Zoro's just like trying to explain the whole time, but he's just like, you know what? Never mind. We're gonna fight now. Like, you wanna make a big deal out of this? Let's make a big deal.
Like, get you out of this.
And like Mr. Five and Miss Valentine just being like, hey guys, weren't we doing something?
Right. and they're there because they're trying to root out the spy, which turns out to be Miss Wednesday, Ibram,
Right.
and Vivi.
Which is how we find out that Vivi is a princess.
A princess, yeah.
Yeah, which was a fantastic reveal, by the way. But it was so funny because, like, going through this arc, it felt like it happened so fast, and it truly did, right? Like you said, Whiskey Peak is like really short. Here's Whiskey Peak. Everyone partied. Everyone's asleep, and now we're gonna steal everything from them. But wait, here's these other two characters coming in, and they're here for the spies and the secret organization, and like this is like we're very rapidly getting so much information. We learned that all these people are part of an organization called Baroque Works. We are learning about the hierarchy of power, and like the lower the number, the more powerful the enemy, and that Vivi is a princess, and she's here to like be a spy in Baroque Works to find out who Mr. Zero is, and then we find out who Mr. Zero is, and because of that, now we're being chased by Baroque Works. Like so much stuff happens.
She reveals who Mr. Zero is to the Straw Hats, and so the Straw Hats now get placed on the list of, well, you gotta go. Like that's the only reason, and then find out that is Crocodile,
another man that I like.
I mean, he's got good presence. What is that?
He's so cool. He doesn't have any redeeming qualities personality-wise, but like he's just got aura, man.
Cool. He do have aura, and we learn that like the warlords, and we're learning a little bit more about that, and then we find Miss All Sunday, and the reason Miss All Sunday,
yeah,
she is the counterpart to Mr. Zero, so therefore she is the second most powerful person of Baroque Works, and I have no idea what she does, but pretty lady, high ranking, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Pretty lady, high ranking.
Pretty lady.
Powerful. I support women's rights, but I also support women's wrongs.
Wrongs.
Is that a moral failing on my part? No. End of discussion. It's not open for discussion. It never was.